This is an emergency broadcast.
It's a quiet life, a predictable life. Everything in its right place, until the wire touched the skin. One spark was all it took. The veil didn't just thin, it shattered. The code was everywhere. I had to run. If I could see them, they could see me. The grid was closing in. They know. They're always watching. The agents of the algorithm are here to delete the mistake. Me. Nothing is real. It never was. You are not real.
Rough day? Do you see it too? See what, pal?
What if reality isn't real? What if the universe isn't a place but a program? What if everything you've ever experienced, every memory, every decision, every coincidence, is actually happening inside a system you were never meant to see? And what if the signs of that system are hiding in plain sight? Tonight, we're going deep into simulation theory, the idea that we are not living in a base reality but inside a constructed simulation.
If this crap ain't real, pal, guess what? I ain't paying no more taxes.
You already don't pay taxes.
That's what I just said. What? You deaf?
Well, as I said, tonight we're going to be talking simulation theory. So trust me, you won't want to miss this one. The idea that reality might be an illusion isn't new. Ancient philosophers wrestled with it thousands of years ago. Plato's allegory of the cave describes people mistaking shadows for reality. Eastern philosophies describe the world as Maya, or an illusion. Simulation theory is a modern technological version of the same question. Instead of gods or spirits, it asks if reality itself is computational.
So what you saying? We traded Zeus for a stupid computer.
Pretty much. The modern version of simulation theory gained traction in the early 2000s, largely because of philosopher Nick Bostrom. His argument wasn't mystical, it was statistical. If advanced civilizations can run realistic simulations, and even if the civilization does this at a scale, then simulated minds would vastly outnumber real ones. Statistically speaking, if you are a conscious mind, chances are you're in a simulation. Here's where things start to get unsettling. The universe doesn't just follow math, it seems to run on it.
Only math I like is adding the money I collect from my rackets. But this math, it ain't mathin'.
Reality appears quantized. Space and time come in discrete units. There's a maximum speed limit, the light speed, almost like a processor cap. The universe behaves less like a smooth continuum and more like a rendered environment. Some physicists have openly wondered whether the universe behaves like a computation, not metaphorically, but literally.
So what, you saying reality has a frame rate like a camera?
That's one way people describe it. Then come the glitches, or at least what people call glitches. Perfect coincidences, events lining up too cleanly, moments that feel scripted, and eventually the big one, the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect is a large group of people remembering things that never happened, or didn't happen the way they remembered. Things such as the Berenstain Bears, famous movie quotes that changed, logos that don't match memory. Believers argue these aren't memory errors, but version mismatches. When the simulation updates, not everyone updates cleanly.
It was never mirror, mirror. It's always been magic mirror on the wall. Snow White's memory might be more fragile than we thought. And the Fruit of the Loom logo? Most remember a cornucopia, but it never actually existed. Welcome to the Mandela effect. From the Berenstain Bears to the Monopoly Man's missing monocle, nothing is as you remember. Is reality shifting?
So reality pushed the patch and my brain missed it?
That's the claim. And then there's CERN. Officially, CERN exists to study fundamental nature of reality by smashing particles together at near light speeds. To believers, CERN isn't just studying reality, it's poking it. Some claim that major Mandela effect waves line up with CERN experiment timelines, suggesting extreme energy collisions might stress the underlying structure of the simulation.
Deep beneath Geneva, the Large Hadron Collider powers up, pushing the boundaries of the known universe. As particles collide at nearly the speed of light, they may be opening doors we can't close. Small black holes, alternate dimensions. Is our reality shifting right beneath our feet?
Anytime someone says, we're just gonna see what happens, assume bad crap will happen. Humans are so friggin' dumb.
Another argument centers on efficiency. Reality seems optimized. Physics wastes nothing. Hard limits exist everywhere. Energy thresholds, speed limits, resolution limits. In the simulations, limits exist for a reason. Resource management. Some researchers have even tested whether space behaves like a grid. Nothing conclusive so far, but the fact that scientists are even asking the question tells you how strange this issue has become. Then there's a controversial idea of NPC theory, the claim that not everyone inside the simulation is fully conscious, that some people are background entities generated statistically, not truly self-aware.
I've met a few drivers who definitely feel like they're artificially generated to be moron drivers.
Isn't that the truth? This idea is dangerous when taken literally, but philosophically it comes from a real problem. We can only directly verify our own consciousness. Simulation believers stretch that uncertainty further than it should go, but feeds into the idea that reality economizes resources. So why run the simulation at all? Believers offer theories to study history, to study consciousness, to recreate ancestors, or to solve problems, or simply because it could be done.
So we're a science fair project to some advanced being playing a game? Look, guy, I ain't no game.
Possibly, and that's what makes the theory unsettling. You don't need a god, you don't need malice, just curiosity. But is the simulation idea real? Let's find out. Here's where the theory has some cracks. The biggest problem is that it's unfalsifiable. There's no experiment that can definitely prove we are in a simulation. Any evidence can be reframed as part of the simulation, which makes it philosophically interesting but scientifically weak. The Mandela effect has a simpler explanation. Human memory is unreliable. We reconstruct memories, we influence each other, and shared false memories don't require reality updates. The CERN timeline doesn't meaningfully align with the Mandela effect spikes when examined closely. Correlation collapses under scrutiny. And physics having limits doesn't automatically imply code. Nature can be constrained without being digital.
So weird doesn't automatically mean Windows error message.
Exactly. And consciousness itself remains unexplained. If consciousness can't be fully reduced to computation, simulation theory has a massive unanswered question. But here's the honest ending. Science doesn't know everything. Rare, high-impact events do happen. Reality is stranger than we once thought. And simulation theory persists because it taps into something real. Our growing sense that the world feels artificial, unstable, and increasingly mediated. Is there proof we live in a simulation? No. Is there proof that we don't live in a simulation? Also no. And that's why the idea refuses to die.
Here we go again. Human. Are we real or are we not real? Makes sense, man.
Oh, I know you're real. A real pain in my ass. On that note, it's going to do it for tonight's video. Thank you for spending time with us. If you enjoyed the video, hit subscribe, like the video, and share it with someone who questions reality just a little too much. Drop a comment below and tell us what you think. Are we living in a simulation? Are Mandela effects glitches or just bad memory? And what mysteries should we tackle next? Let us know below. As always, I'm your host Adam. The big guy is Mr. Bear. And until next time, be good or be good at it.